West.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Acting Premier. Speaker, years of neglect under the Liberals and Conservatives have resulted in a school repair backlog of over $15 million, with serious consequences for the health and well-being of children. In the past 2 years, drinking water at more than 640 schools and childcare centres has failed lead tests. Under this Liberal government, school maintenance budgets are barely enough to keep schools from deteriorating further, and there is no funding to proactively fix the backlog. We know that Patrick Brown and the PCs do not have a plan to fix Ontario's schools. Their platform is silent on school maintenance and repairs. Speaker, other than flushing and testing, what is this Liberal government's plan to ensure the safety of drinking water in Ontario's schools?
Thank you. Deputy Premier.
Minister responsible for early years and childcare.
Minister responsible for early years and childcare.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank the member opposite for this very important question. I know how important it is to keep our child safe. As the Minister responsible for early years and childcare, safety is one of my top priorities. When we send our kids off to school or childcare centres, we want to know that they are safe and healthy and being looked after. We will continue to work with our partners to ensure all children in childcare and in schools in this province are safe and have access to clean drinking water. Our standards, Mr. Speaker, are the strongest in Canada, and we have strict rules in place requiring immediate action should an issue arise, so parents can rest assured that their children are safe. While lead is generally not found in the municipal drinking water, Ontario still requires every single daycare, school and childcare centre in the province to test for it. We're the only province to do so. And I want parents and kids to know that over 98% of those facilities meet or are better than Health Canada standards.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Thank you, Speaker. Again to the Acting Premier. Flushing and testing is not a solution. There is no safe amount of lead in drinking water, especially for children whose growing bodies absorb more lead than the average adult. As lead accumulates over time, it can affect children's brain and nervous system development. These recent lead tests showed concentrations at some schools that was 100 to 300 times greater than the provincial standard. Western University engineering professor Claire Robinson says for the lead issue, there's just really no quick fix, and that all plumbing and fixtures containing lead should be replaced. Speaker, what is this Liberal government's plan to replace the plumbing and fixtures at the 640 schools and childcare centres that tested above the provincial standard?
Thank you. Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I want to again thank the member opposite, because I think it's really important for parents out there to know that right now Ontario's standards are the strongest in Canada. So we are absolutely looking at making sure that we are ensuring the safety of our children and that they are in safe and healthy environments when they head off to school or childcare. And parents can rest assured that their kids are safe. In fact, Mr. Speaker, we have a long-term plan. We have a long-term plan to address instances of lead in drinking water at schools and daycares, and this includes providing $1.4 billion this year for school repairs and upgrades. Absolutely important upgrades and very necessary infrastructure upgrades. And this is really, Mr. Speaker, the largest investment ever, provincial investment in school renewal. So let's think about that. It's historic investments.
Yes,
as part of the plan, we've also strengthened Ontario's water standards, which are already the strictest in Canada, and we want to make sure that children head off to school